Hi everyone, I am Marysol. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be planning my April currently page in my big happy planner, and I'm going to be using this Essential Seasons book, and I'm going to combine these with the neutral and autumn winter boxes from Wrong. And these because these were the ones that I found matched the most with this color palette here. So I thought that I'd bring it along. So I'm gonna put these to the side, and I'm gonna grab my currently page. And oh well, before I grab my currently page, I also have some calligraphs from Archer, and all of these match, or at least were the ones that I found matched best with that theme. Uh, and then I have in, and I have my Pigma microns here because my pen pouch is not actually by, no, never mind. I forgot I have moved it into this black one here. This is a Jane's Agenda pouch, and I love it. Yeah, I do have my pens here, so I'll use these ones to write. These are thicker than I think the Tech has available, so I'll just use the Pigma Micron for kind of like my title, and then I'll use these to write in because that's what I like. So now let me grab my currently page and I will be back. All right, now that I'm a little organized here, at least better organized, my currently page this month, I am going to do a next level me. Oh my god, I turn on the camera and I can't find my words. What I am trying to say is I want to work on a spread. Actually, I think, no, that's two. I'm gonna use these two. I'm taking out some washi tape because I forgot to do that. I can use these as well. And I'm going to use, let me see. This is the Live Love Posh. I'm just gonna grab some washi that's a little bit darker than this. Just what I want to do is I want to do a page basically that focuses on my next level me, who I want to become, and how am I going to do this kind of future type of page. It's just, I want to put it down in pen so I have a visual of changes that I want to see for my future. First, I need some boxes, and I got the calligraphs, but I'm hoping that I can letter some stuff with this, but we will see. And then I know I have a lot of things going on right now, so I'm hoping that one page, it'll actually work in just one page, because I don't want to do 2 pages of this. So I will continue to keep my priorities up here. I can put like a double box here just for decorative purposes or for journaling. I can use this one. I feel like this is appropriate if I were to put this here and then add some stuff around it. Do I want to start with the washi or my title? I do want to put this here, right there. Just a little bit. I am gonna have to white that out there. I know that's taking up a lot of space, which I'm gonna have to work with, but I think if I do like that, let me see how, yeah, I think rip it like that. That looks pretty cute. I took out that grid washi in case I wanted to use it, and I might add some on the boxes, but other than that, I don't think I like want to add it to this part, at least, like right there. So I'm gonna start with, and I don't think I've ever done this, like I'm gonna start with my title page, and then I am going, like, what my title that I want to put here, and then I'm gonna start adding boxes to it and then go from there. I think that would be like the best thing I could do. Kind of map out first. There, I think that's really dark for the, I don't know. I'm gonna keep it though because, and then a little bit of this here. I'm not, again, it's, I don't know. I'm trying to be fun with my washi, which is really hard to do lately because I don't feel like I am. I feel like I used to be more creative with my washi than I am right now, and so that's what I'm trying to do. But right now, I think that's okay. This is where I should have probably practiced this, but I didn't. I could put like right here, next level me spring edition, and then over here I can put this season I'm becoming and kind of put my areas. Or I can just like put it here and then use this like my area, and up here, if I were to put this right here, or even up here. So I could probably do that as well. And then just leave like the title right here. What do you guys think? Okay. Ooh, please don't stick. All right, I'm gonna put this again back where I had it, and I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start with this, with the thickest one, this 0.12, and I'm just gonna write, and I'm gonna try to do this as best as I can because again, didn't practice this lettering. We're gonna do this. And I'm sorry if I'm quiet. I usually get quiet when I start to write because I'm concentrating, one, and two, I don't know, I get nervous. So I feel like I need to keep it quiet. Next level me. Oh, actually, I could do next level me. Oh, I didn't. Spring edition. No, I'm going to have to continue here. Spring edition, and then figure out what I'm going to do here. That really cuts in to, I should have put that here. Spring edition, and then put over here. But at this point, we can't fix that. So we're just going to do that. And I'm going to use this fine one. I'm just going to use this to put spring edition. And put spring. And I kind of messed up there, but that's okay. I kind of forgot what I was going to write. This is why I keep quiet, people, because I will like forget what I'm trying to do. The same 12 pen, and we're just going to put here addition. All right. And maybe down here, I'm going to use this 10 to, and ooh, already started. I don't know if this is just me or if everybody does this, but I have always, I mean, I know this is a problem that I've always had where I think faster than what I'm writing. And so because of that, I'm always jumping letters. This looks a little jinkety. I'm gonna white it out and I'm gonna go back over it, but I'm gonna do that afterwards. So now that I have that, there's this weird spot. I'm gonna figure what we're gonna do with that. But in the meantime, I have 5 sections that I need boxes for. And hold up. That's why I have this. I was like, why do I have this open? But I have this open here to this page with my Cocoa Daisy just to get boxes that match this color. I feel like this one's pretty good. Yeah, so I'm gonna use that one. Let me see. I'm gonna use a variety of them. Right, yeah, this is kind of lighter. So I'm gonna put here, and this will be for looks. What does that look like? I'm gonna use that, but I don't, hold up, because I want it to be different sizes of boxes. I don't want it to be all the same size of box. So for this section, which will be what does it look like, I am going to use this, and I could use a circle maybe. I'm trying to think here, like the wheels are turning. So I'm going to put this here. I could probably just like put here looks like, and then, you know, write out, because I need 2 to 3, and not all of them are going to have 3. So maybe I add this. Is this kind of that pink color there? Yeah, it looks like it. I'll do this right here. Okay, so I might have to move this just a little. So I'm trying to talk to my future self, because if you're like me, a little anxious bunny, you need it. So if I put 1, I would have to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had to like write this out just so that I can go through it and be like, okay, this is how I want to do. Okay, I want to add some of this blue too. So let me come in here. I'm using this autumn winter books yeah, this one resembles way more. This one's too light. So I'm going to move this one, hopefully careful enough to that I can there. This circle seems a little bigger than the other 2, so I'm gonna do that. They're all in my hand right now. I don't want to cover the title, so I'm gonna do this here. Yeah, that's better. For the feel section, this is the color more. Yeah, this one resembles a little more. So I'm gonna put this one down here. Let me see if I can get that green color. And again, all I'm trying to do is find the colors that match the most to those sections. So I have this green. Let's see. I'm going to use this one. It's slightly a little bigger, but, and again, I'm just adding some clusters. I should have whited this out, and I am going to put some washi. I'm going to bring some washi tape down here. Let me put this one maybe right here. Is that crooked? Just slightly. There. Is this one crooked? That one doesn't look crooked, but it looks weird. And so now that I have that, let me see if I find like a pinkish circle. I feel like it would be very important to have my circles down first before I continue on. Maybe I put this one over here just to give it some variety. Okay, so 2 sections down. I need 3 more. Okay. Wow, this paper is brighter than the other 2. Can you notice that? Will that bother me? Probably not. Okay. I'm going to do this other section and I'm going to try to put it in the middle. I'm going to try to find this green. I'm going to use this green. It's probably too close to that. This is the only one I have. This is going to bother me because it's the only one that has lines. And it's kind of greenish compared to that, but we are going to work with what we have. And this is all that I have. So it is what it is. I can put this one right here. And hope that that is straight. And then I'm going to grab this and we're just going to stitch this up. Hopefully this is an actual square. Did that work? I mean, almost. I just didn't do a very good job at when I placed it. Oh, I just smacked that off my desk. There it is. That's perfect. All right, I don't need that piece. Let me see. Let me get some browns and pinks in here. Yeah, I'm gonna use that. Well, let me bring that one down here. Actually, I'm gonna put it down here and then I'm hoping that I'm like leaving myself enough space. Also, do I need 3 for this 3rd section? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. This light color here. I know this is like might be a lot of color, but I'm just using this as my guide. So I'm hoping that it's not. I'm hoping that it just like coordinates well. Okay. So now that I have that, I'm going to use this green one, put it on there. I could put it right here. Okay, I'm just going to put it right on the top there. And then here's for this big green right there. Okay, and then I'm going to put this, ooh, messed up. Okay, nope. You did not mess up because really quickly what we're going to do is bring this one down here. Okay, well now we are running into a little bit of issue. Let me put some washi tape down here. So we don't have internet right now and I'm waiting for the internet guy to come. I scheduled an appointment. What I hate about doing these appointments is like, so I don't know the actual time that they're gonna get here. 1, 2, I have to go get Isabella. So it's gonna be nerve-wracking. So I mean, luckily I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Okay, let me just put this little bit right there, I think. Wow, this is looking like a jumbo mess right now, but we're gonna continue with the jumbo mess. I'm gonna put this box right here. And I'm going to do this one up here like that. And, but straighter. So we're going to do this. Yeah, this right here. Like that. I'm trying to alternate like kind of how I'm gonna put the boxes. So I am trying to, no, this one definitely has to, actually I can put this one down here because well, let me fix this. Oh my gosh. I can put it right here. That's what I'm trying to do. All right. Okay, let me cut this up. So yeah, so we're waiting for the internet guy to come. Our internet has been down since, I don't know, 5 o'clock this morning. I made an appointment to get him out here, someone out here to check it out. So they called my husband instead of me, which is interesting. That's too close right there, so we might have to put her here. I'm gonna put this one down here, and then I can put a box there. What color box? Well, I don't have a whole lot of blue, and I want it, so I bring the blue up here. Actually, I can leave this with 2 because this is how it shows up for plans like. I have to do it. So looks like, feels like, plans like, protects her energy, and then this could be show up as. Okay, so that's perfect. I can just use 2 here. So now for this one, I do need, and I think I have like one last blue. Yes. Like this is it. I don't have anything else. I'm going to put this blue up here. Like that, maybe. I feel like I should put green here. Let me see if there is a green. Yes, I can. I can use this green right here. So, and then I can put this here. Yeah, that's gonna bump into this, but no worries because we're just gonna move this over here. Right there. Hopefully you guys are seeing this. I'm just gonna move it right here, and I can put this here, right here. Is it going down straight? No. Why would it go straight? If it's crooked, it's crooked. Right there. And then I'm gonna put this like a little towards the inside. Now I just need a circle. I'm gonna use this beigey circle if I find. Is that one it? Yes. And I'm going to, that one's there, right here. Or is that too? I put that in the middle. I could put this one like right down here. And that, okay. I have my sections. Woo! Oh, I didn't leave myself a whole lot of decor. I feel like at this point I might have to remove this washi tape just to give myself some space. Do is kind of cut it. I mean, kind of sucks because I wanted to cover that, but I will find something to cover it with. Maybe now, no, let me add a little bit of this though, since I have it down there. Feel like that is okay, and then just another stripe here. There, I guess I can do that. All right. I am going to decorate around this. So now that I have my boxes, I don't need any more boxes. I'm going to put one box here, and I'm going to kind of write why I chose to do this. But right now I'm like second guessing this right here. So we're going to we're gonna start decorating just so that I can feel a little better. I'm gonna put some butterflies. So I love the springtime, not only because Isabella was born during the spring. Butterflies mean transformation, right? Transformation and all kind of things, and I feel that that's where I'm at right now. I'm sorry, I want to say all the things, but I also want to add these butterflies here. I'm at a place that I want to talk about growth and transforming. This is why I kind of chose this theme right now. I feel like it kind of went where I was at. I'm gonna scoot this here since I have this really awkward space. So let's do that. And then I am gonna put this over here. Now, I don't need, I mean, it could definitely go under it. That is okay. But I don't want this butterfly under it. I just think I need a, firm reminder of this stuff, because if you write it out and you put it out into the universe, like, you are most likely to commit to it, and that's what I feel right now that I kind of need to do. I want to talk to, okay, this is not going to come up, and so I'm going to leave it like that's a little crooked. I think that's cute right now. I'm going to add some flowers. Wow, this was really box heavy. I probably could have used smaller boxes. Do I want to use a quote here on the side? Actually, I think this was kind of meant to be kind of like a 2-page spread, and I am trying to fit it all in one, which is what I do. Okay, I can do this one. Enjoy every moment, and I can, I don't, maybe do I want to do that, or I can do this. I'm just layering over layers, like we're gonna do hope. Ooh, well, at this point, if I'm gonna cover, I'm gonna cover it. I'm going to get out the undo because I just need to move that to the side, and we already know it's not gonna come up on its own. I already tried that. It just gets really hard when you can't lift stuff up. I'm hoping now that this, the company is going back. I want to say the founding fathers, but it should be the founding mothers. That they look at the quality of the paper, because it's just so bad. I'm going to end up covering that with this, and that is fine. We're going to add some florals. Okay, this is really crowded right now, but I think in the end it's going to work out. It's just right now it's looking really, it's not looking fun. But I feel it's going to work. It's going to work. I just need to commit to it. There we go. Just going to do that, maybe like that. That maybe I don't need a whole lot of anything else, but I want to, had this not been sticking out, I could have put this like right here, but that is sticking out, so maybe we use a smaller, like, because I can put this like right there and just cut it. I feel like everything's sideways, and then this one is like the other one. So let me just angle it a little better. All right, I angled it just a tad. All right, not bad. Let me see whatever I have up here. Oh, here. Again, I don't have to use all these like flowers. I can save for another spread, but Okay, I'm gonna do that there. I was hoping I put a little bit of decor since it's like really box heavy, and I don't know how I feel about it. We're committed to this right now. Oh, I cut it up wrong. Well, that's how it's gonna end up going on. Yep, I cut it up, but it's okay. So I'm gonna cover this up with some of these bullet points just to bring some of that color over there to the other side. I guess I will put this here. All right, so I have enjoy every moment. I could put bloom from the heart. I'm just gonna cut this off and hopefully it's straight. Not really, but I'm just going to add it right there. I need to leave myself enough to be able to journal, or I'm gonna have to write really small. Okay, this one is going to be a little tricky because it like actually cuts in to the, okay, I don't have a choice. I'm just gonna do this. That is so crooked. Do that, and then I'm gonna put this right here. Every day is a new beginning. So yeah, okay. I'm gonna put that there. I could just bring some of these lines up here, and I think that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know about this one, guys. I probably should have just used markers instead of all these boxes and like do color. I don't know. I don't know what I could have done better about it. We're gonna do this right here, and I'm gonna cut it up. I'm gonna use my washi cutters over here. There. All right, that turned out to be better. I'm gonna add it on the other side, which means I'm gonna have to use the undo again to lift up that butterfly. Oh my gosh. Okay. And then do this on the other side. I feel like, or I can bring the butterfly down. Thank you for being cooperative. Yes, I'm talking to the stickers. I'm not even going to attempt to try. Oh, I wish that line wasn't there. Hopefully the butterfly covers it up. So we're going to do this. I'm going to leave it like that. Hopefully it matches the other side. If it doesn't, oh well. I like sometimes like my ideas seem to be fast, but then I sit down and plan and they're not fast ideas. We do our best in these corners of the world. I am going to put the butterfly here. All right, that's not bad. Okay, one of these like boxes up there, and then I don't know, write something else. So now for the fun part. I feel like I killed the fun out of that one. Hi, so I decided to do a voiceover because this video was really long, at least the before the pen was really long, and I really want to explain why I chose to do this type of spread in my currently. So Next Level Me Spring Edition this season I'm becoming is basically what I'm going to do to level up during the springtime. And so I have some prompts of what is leveling up going to look like? What is it going to feel like? How am I going to plan it? How am I going to show up? And how am I going to protect my energy? So starting with how does leveling up looks like for me is wakes up early and preps with intention. So I want to make sure that I'm setting my intentions for the day, going to the gym, taking my medication, planning with intention, and setting myself up for success during the day. And this doesn't mean that, life is not going to happen. Yes, life happens, but we are going to tackle it with intention. The other thing I have is has a declutter space that inspires creativity. I want to make sure that I'm cleaning my area because clutter does affect my mental health. And so I just needed to be nice and clean and everything put in its place when I'm done planning or doing things. And then the other one is dresses with what makes her feel powerful. I'm a stay-at-home mom and I don't always dress up, and I want to make it a point to start doing that so that I can feel the best of myself. Or yeah, I want to feel the best version of myself. Now, leveling up feels like I am a calm, not chaotic person. I am grounded, not reactive. I am confident even with uncertainty. Uncertainty gives me a lot of anxiety. And so I want to make sure that I am, even though things are really uncertain, I just need to trust that things are going to be okay. And at this point, that's what I need to trust. And I am going to work at it. Calm, well, I'm not always calm. I'm not chaotic, but I'm not always calm either. And grounded is I just don't want to be so reactive to life anymore. I want to just breathe it all in and uh, respond to things with less reaction. Now, plans like I want to make sure that I'm scheduling rest and creativity, not just being productive, because I think that's a major thing, at least for me. My priorities align with my long term goals, and I'm working really hard at that. And doesn't overcommit because I've been over committing myself to a lot of things. And I just need to take a step back and just commit to the things that I really want to commit to. And, sometimes I just have to say no to other things. Now, how is my next level me going to show up? So it's going to be a woman that follows through, a mom who models balance, growth, and advocates for herself. Because first of all, I have kids, and I've always want to show them that I want them to model my behavior, my growth, and my advocacy so that they can use it for themselves in the world. And then lastly, we have protects her peace. And here I just want to say no without guilt. I want to be creative, creating more than consuming, and letting go of people pleasing. And that's how I feel I'm going to protect my peace and myself. And so that top part, I chose to write my whys. I thought it was very important to explain why I decided to do this type of currently page. Like, why do I want to level up during the spring, and why am I using these prompts to kind of how I'm going to level up during this season, right? Like, what are the things I'm going to do that are going to help me to level up? And I've started this year with with a lot of intentions, right? Let me go back. I started this year with a lot of goals, and I want to be very intentional of with those goals. And so I've been working little by little. Now, again, life happens, and sometimes I can't control that. So I just adjust and I pivot. So I'm showing you here my goals, my vision board, and my word of the year, and how I'm tracking myself. Basically, I make a review every month of what I've done to accomplish my goals, and I'm not working on all of my goals. I work on a few of my goals and I go from there, but I write them out and then I review them in these monthly pages that I've been doing. Now, February, I still need to sit down and write them out. I have it, I just haven't sat down. I think it's because I love how it's decorated. Therefore, I like the before the pen. But I am going to write out a review for that page because I have it. So I'm going to start with my first one, right? And I'm putting a paper underneath my page because it had this desk has some grooves, and so it usually bothers when I write. But that first one is I'm not starting over. I'm just continuing the work I've already begun. Because again, I started this journey in January and I'm slowly building on accomplishing and moving forward with my goals. Now, the second one is every small shift and step I've made is building the foundation for the life I deserve. And I say deserve, but the life I want to be living. Right? It's a choice we make. What type of life do you want to live? And that is what I want to do. And then the third one is this version of me isn't new. I'm rising from everything I've already overcome. And I think that is so important to keep in my mind, front and center, that I've accomplished a lot over the years or overcome a lot over the years. And now we're just going to build from there. Now that I have everything, I'm going to put my page on the discs and we'll be right back. All right, this is my April currently page. I do have to say that after all of that in the video, I really do like how this page turned out. I wish I would have left a little bit of more room for some more decorative stickers, but I really like everything that this page represents. So I hope you like this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing, and if you want to see more, please head over onto Instagram at My Little Planning Corner, where I share a lot more content that doesn't always make it here to YouTube. I appreciate you guys so much, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.